Hi, and welcome to Tamara's Kitchen. Today I'm going to go over how to make flan by Northern Idea style. The first thing we need are the main ingredients for flan, which is 5 eggs, sweetened condensed milk, 1 can, a can of carnation evaporated milk, pure vanilla extract, it could be from a cornet or from any other brand, and Philadelphia cream cheese, half a bar. Now, the first thing we need to do with making flan is adding the eggs and all of the other ingredients into the blender so that we can mix it. Another part of the set for making the flan you need is the most important, which are the tin foils. The first thing you need is one big rectangular tin foil pan. And with this one we fill up with a little bit of water, just about an inch and a half of water inside the tin foil pan. We also need a round cake-sized tin foil pan, or you can use the square one as well. In here will go the sugar and will also go the flan. And in here we put both together inside so that when we pour the sugar in the flan, it's already set inside. Now that we have the eggs inside the blender, the next thing we add is the cream cheese. Half a bar, remember. The next thing we add is the evaporated milk. And you add the whole entire can inside the blender. Then you add the sweetened condensed milk. All of the ingredients are inside of the blender. And then we're going to have it on high on blend. So we go ahead and push the button. Another thing you need is to make sure you have the vanilla extract. And with the vanilla extract, we make sure we add about half a teaspoon. So we grab our half a teaspoon. Make sure you remove the top here of the blender top, and you're set. Now you could blend that in just for a few seconds, and you're done. The next thing we are going to do is we're going to melt the sugar, and that will be on the stove. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure we turn on our stove to about in between medium and high, between 18 to 19 scoops of sugar. And you're going to go ahead and pour that inside the saucepan, nice and carefully because you don't want to make a mess of it. And we're going to go ahead and you're going to continuously stir the sugar because you don't want it to burn either. The goal is to make sure it comes out caramel. Now, as you can see, the sugar is completely liquefied. Now the next step to do is to go ahead and pour the sugar inside the tin foil. Now remember, your saucepan is very hot, so your sugar is going to be very hot. Once it hits inside the cool foil pan, you need to learn to spread it around nice and evenly around the pan. Make sure you get the edges and the middle, of course. Go ahead and take out the blender from the machine, and you're going to carefully, and I mean tread carefully on top of the sugar. The reason why is because we don't want the sugar to boil to the very top while we pour this up on top of the sugar. And now we are done. Make sure you have your oven set to 375 degrees. Now we are going to go ahead and put in our flan inside the oven. With our oven mitts, we're going to go ahead and open up the oven. And we're going to gently lift the pan up and gently put it inside the oven, making sure the water does not pour inside or that the flan ingredients or mix does not pour out of the tin foil as well. Alright, now it's set in the oven, and we will cook this for at least 45 minutes. The flan is now ready. It's been 45 minutes. Now we're going to check the flan to see if it's perfectly smooth. Here we go. Our first taste test. Our first toothpick test. I like to use a toothpick. For one, it doesn't leave a huge gaping hole, and it won't allow the sugar to rise up completely. Also, the melted sugar inside the flan. So we use a toothpick to check and see, and it is perfect. Actually, it is time now to go ahead and take out the flan. So with this, we raise it up carefully and we set it down. And now, here comes the hard part. Taking the round tin foil out of the rectangular tin foil. Most people would just wait until it cools down. We won't wait till it cools down, so we'll go ahead and carefully take it out. Grabbing the edges. And we'll place it right on top of the stove here. And then we just discard remaining water. We will go ahead and do the taste test to see how well we made the flan. So we cut around just a little small piece around the edge. Bang. So we cut a small piece around the edge here. So you can see some of the sugars already beginning to pour out. Absolutely delicious. I'm going to go ahead and grab my fork over here and my plate. And I'm going to try as gently as I can to lift up that piece. Oh, and as you can see, it is done. Drippingly done, but it is done. And now for the taste test. Now we go to taste it. Absolutely delicious. Now I hope that when you try this at home, you can say the same. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.